Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Can you hear me now? Now you can hear me. Okay. Yep, I'm working on it. Yeah. That's Arsenal. That's you. You're alright. Audio. This is going to be input, correct? I'm just talking. Source. Device. So, technically, both of your display capture should capture your voice. I've got like everything I say, I hear like 8 times. That's why we do this. Yeah, you're good. My daughter's watching a show. Streamer mode. Right? Oh, I don't know. We didn't test it on live. This way. We're doing it different now. To pull audio from Discord to OBS. Yeah, well, mine's the camera on my computer. I got a 2-minute video here, so I'm watching that. Hey, stop talking if we can. Application audio capture. I already got one of those. All right. Okay. I got some options here. Okay. Okay, Mike, talk. Options here. Okay, Mike, talk. Is here. Am I allowed to talk now? Mike, talk. Is here. Am I allowed to talk now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Check, check, check. About a 5 second delay. 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 Now you have me on a loop. Now you have me on a loop. You have me on a loop. You have me on a loop. You have me. One, two, one, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. See, that's what was the problem last time. Our application. See, that's what was the problem last time. Application. See, that's what was the problem last time. Application. See, that's what was the problem last time. Right? Okay, how about now? I think we got it. Well, that's actually just my audio. I've got two different audios here, and I think it's going to go sideways when we use them both at the same time. Can we eliminate video and just do audio of us and get back to what we did the first 4 months? Can we eliminate video and just do audio of us and get back to what we did the first 4 months? Can we eliminate video and just do audio of us and get back to what we did the first 4 months? Can we eliminate video and just do audio of us and get back to what we did the first 4 months? Can we eliminate video and just do audio of us and get back to what we did? Mm. 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 Mm.
I can continue, and we don't have the chirping. Let me just delete this son of a bitch. Some bitch. Somewhere. There's a big umbrella casting shade down on an empty chair. Application audio. I'm going to label it Discord. Boom. Window. There we go. Discord. Talk to me, Mike.
Hello, hello.
Oh, yeah. You should have it on it now. But I'm going to mute myself from my audio because my audio doesn't come through on my computer. We should be good right now. Do you have YouTube pulled up?
We should be good right now. Can you hear me?
Do you have YouTube pulled up?
I have we YouTube. Should be good right now. Can you hear me?
Do you have YouTube pulled up?
I have we YouTube. Should be good right now.
Can you hear
me?
Do you have YouTube pulled up?
I have we YouTube. Be good right now. Can you hear me? It's still doing a loop.
Yeah, because it's gonna pick up, like especially with me, it's gonna pick up your phone and go back through everything. Once your phone's off on YouTube, we shouldn't have a loop. But can you hear you on YouTube?
On my phone, yes.
Awesome. So shut your phone off and see if we got the loop still.
Can we hear Arsenal?
Talk to me, big guy.
Check, check. Check, check.
Can we hear Arsenal?
Check, check. Check, check. Check,
That's
check,
correct.
check.
I'll get off. I'll get off YouTube. Okay.
So all voices are on YouTube?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Now you want me to step into the other room and see if it,
I don't have a loop anymore now that you shut your phone off. And if you don't have a loop, we'll be good.
So I was creating the loop.
No, it was the audio. It wasn't like it wasn't something you did. It was the audio. Power button. I have light. Okay.
There be light.
Let there be light. Holy smokes, man. So what I did next time, so you guys can be like, dude, you need to kill that application thing.
Can you screenshot it?
You what? Oh, so there's an application on Discord. So you can capture any of your screens that you have up. And I don't know if it just got old, if Discord updated and then whatever, but so I had to redo that. So that application picks up your video or your audio from Discord and throws it in. And my audio is getting picked up by the camera that is looking at our pictures. That has frozen. So I'm going.
You still there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here. There we go. Awesome.
Yeah, that was me. That sound.
All right, Arsenal, what do you got for updates that we'll go through later?
We got the cornhole tournament, time, venue.
And his voice is off now.
My voice is off.
On you.
I'm wondering if it's on my end or your end. It was really clear earlier.
Can you not hear me now?
We can hear you. Does it sound weird to you, Mike? Does Arsenal sound weird?
Well, he always sounds weird, but talk, Arsenal.
Hey, Mike. Check. Checkity check.
I mean, I'm just hearing him through Discord, though.
Okay, it might be my headphones. My headphones do that because Mike's sounding weird now too. I'm gonna restart my headphones. All right, you guys hear me? You guys hear me? Okay. I can deal with it on my side for sure. So where do we sign up for this cornhole tournament?
So you'd have to download the Scoreholio app on your phones. I will see if I can get a way to get on and do a QR code or something.
Okay.
Put it on our Facebook page.
Awesome.
It's going to be this coming up Friday at the Best Western Theater Convention, or not Best Western Convention Center in Burley. In the back at 5:30.
5:30 until
5:30 until we are done.
Until
and he was ours.
Until we're done, and they usually last 3 hours, 4 hours.
3. It depends how many people there are. I'm going to predict this one probably to go 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, there will be a menu there for food. There will be concessions for drinks, adult and child alike.
Yep. That's awesome. And proceeds are going to. How is the split there? What do we owe?
So,
wasted.
We will work. We don't owe them anything.
Oh, okay.
We will just be doing advertising for them on our books.
That's awesome. Good job.
So I'd like to put a cornhole in that bar scene on book 2.
Right. Have him playing cornhole.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
And we could even have a sign on the wall. If you looked close, you could see it. It would talk about it would have them mentioned.
That'd be sweet.
I want to do that, and I'd also like to take your girl that you made for that book, and I'd love to stick her in an alleyway on both books. Sneak her into your book somewhere.
Just have her hanging out, yeah.
Well, give her whatever color changes you want to fit the book. Same exact image, even. Who's going to catch it, right?
We'll find out. That'll be cool. That'll be a fun Easter egg.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
A little game of Where's Waldo.
Right?
What's that?
We'll have Harley in all of these pictures.
Yeah.
That'd be great. There we go. Sweet. Did you have a picture you wanted me to draw? Or do you want me to start over on this one and us just go? You what?
Are you starting from scratch? You just gonna start going on this? I mean, we got an hour, so really you show them that, and that it's just based off a concept from or an artwork, and we run with it. I think it's great.
Just keep going with this.
Yeah. You got any objections, Arsenal?
I do not.
Gotcha.
I mean, Walter's the one that's doing all the hard work.
Yeah. You guys are putting work in. I don't know what you're talking about.
He got my family jerseys all done and let me know they were in, and he didn't even get to see them. I went and picked them up already.
That was awesome, dude.
Oh, man.
They look cool, I'm sure.
Wear it tonight, but it's supposed to be a surprise in 2 weeks still, so. I do want to find out if family's watching, huh, fuckers?
Right?
Like, hey, Mike, what are you wearing?
So we can't talk about the 70th. And if she's watching this in replay, I apologize.
She's on.
There you go.
What are we talking about?
Your mom? And that's not a your mama joke?
That's not how you play. You failed. You failed. Oh, we still got 8 minutes. We got this figured out. Wow.
Yeah, we're ready to go. What was our new catchphrase? Do you remember? I know we had talked about that.
That is a good question. I don't even remember whose idea that was.
Well, you remember what our new catchphrase was? Oh, he's not there.
Yeah, he walked away.
I looked up and he's gone.
He's off getting dinner, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But the link does work. Everything's good on that end. I set it up so that on YouTube I can see the video, but I don't have the audio on because it's a lot easier to communicate with you.
Oh yeah, without the delay for sure.
Yes.
When I hear delay, I'm like, it's no big deal.
Our fearless leader had a question for you.
What's that?
Do you remember our new catchphrase?
Our new catchphrase.
Yeah, we're no longer doing stalling and drawing. I just forgot. We had talked about it a while ago. Don't feel bad. I don't.
Really feel bad.
I feel so not terrible that
Right.
Right, that one thing is right there. There.
It's right there.
There.
It's based off your Monday night drawing.
It's gone.
Oh yeah.
It was based on.
Yeah.
So it was Sunday night draw, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's what. Yeah, Sunday night draw instead of Monday night draw.
No.
That's right.
So since you haven't gone live yet and you're almost done inking everything, I would leave some ink uninked for a
Yeah,
minute
I
because
can do some
I
rendering
think
for
it's
sure.
it starts to take dimension. Granted, then you're going to start coloring and it's still going to take dimension, so it'll be okay. But it is fun to see that like everything's meshed together, and then you get to people get to see that process.
Right.
Oh, my phone's so
It's fun to see, like, like he doesn't have much dimension in his face. It's like he's just a foreground. He's just in the background. We're not giving him a lot of detail. None of that.
I was trying to share our live, and I think I shared it on Facebook like 20 times. So,
They're like, this guy's serious, man. Like, holy smokes.
get the fuck
Better
on.
watch it. What are we missing?
All right, I can swear for 3 more minutes, guys.
Oh, it's gonna be there. Someone will see you, I swear.
Someone that goes back and watches it.
I do that. I did not watch our last one. That was hard, dude. That was hard on me. I was like, we just don't know. Now we know what the problem was, so that's good.
Do we though?
Yeah, do we? Do we
Every
really?
time I figure it all out again.
Right. Kind of glad that the problem was still there when we got everything going.
Why?
Well, now I know it was that application button deal. So that's good. Start doing some line
As of right now,
waves.
there are 10 people registered for it for the tournament right now, and we're gonna have. I know we're hoping to have some from Pocatello, Idaho Falls, and Boise coming down for it. So
Yeah,
I did a little bit of recruiting this weekend.
that's awesome. Hey, if anybody's
In my
on,
spare time.
our live starts in 2 minutes, 1 minute. We went through some technical difficulties last time, and we got on a little early just to figure that out. And so, sorry that, I mean,
2 hours later.
2 hours later, we got it figured out. We actually got on earlier this week and actually figured it out. But we get in and we got on YouTube, still didn't have any audio. But now you should be able to hear us. You should be able to hear Arsenal. You should be hearing Evic. You should be able to hear me. My dogs when they freak out. You'll definitely hear them.
These kids are watching in the background.
Yeah, I did shut a door
Yep.
so that we don't have Disney background music going. If anybody shuts you down, it's gonna be Disney.
I'll turn my TV so everybody can get a good look at Sonic 3.
I love Sonic 3, dude.
Oh, dude, that was all that. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a good one.
that is Aurora's new favorite.
Yeah. Did I
Tell
Way
her
better
the
than
beautiful way Gary to do a send off.
Well, welcome everybody to what was formerly known as Stalin and Drawn. This is now Sunday Night Draw. Tonight we are going to be looking at a Dr. Doom drawing. We had some. The plan was to do all of this live, but we got on and we started doing some technical difficulties. So I've actually already done a lot of drawing. So I apologize for that. I do have some. We figured out some buttons. So Arsenal and Mike will both be putting in some comic humor for sure during this time. Um, right now, what we're doing is this is a drawing by R.B. Silva. He does the Doom comic that is One World Under Doom. It is one of Mike's absolute favorites right now that he's going through. And we thought we'd do something fun. We thought we would do um, just like a drawing of somebody else's. And so um, right now, what we've done is I went through and did some penciling. So we just did some real quick penciling while we were troubleshooting our audio. Let me look at this here more because I do have some more that I need to add to it. And so, because this dinosaur heads off into like this direction, and so it's got like the back of his body, his cape, kind of flies off in this direction. I don't want to get too stuck on this real quick, but I do want to get some of these because his leg is in here. The cape is draped over the leg, and he has an arm that kind of sticks out here. So he's robotic. Is that right, Mike? Is this dinosaur? This dinosaur is a Doom, right? Is he from the multiverse?
Doom always does Doom bots.
It's Doom.
He's got duplicates of himself. He makes duplicates of other people.
Yeah.
And he's got a robot or a T-Rex that he rides, a Doom bot.
Right. We have something similar in Evic. Not necessarily a bot, but we've got a arachno lizard that's part lizard, and the alphas are very T-Rex like, but they're part spider, part lizard, and so we really thought that it'd be fun to do a like a T-Rex for the alphas, and that kind of stuff. So we got a couple announcements today, some mostly for our local people. We got some fundraisers coming out. We are on.
Maybe mention them now and then mention them before we're done too, so that those will log on later.
Yeah.
I know that's a big. Some people jump on for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then some people go on at the end.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley
thank
says, "Yeah, go ahead."
Thank you, Ashley. I'm glad you can hear us. Suck up.
She says we look good, and she can hear all of us, and so that's even better.
By the way, just for y'all, this is our first Sunday drawing that we've done where you can see all of us.
Yes, it is. We thank God for technical difficulties because we learned some stuff.
We are so very sorry in advance for all of you first timers that are going to see Mike and I.
I know. There's a lot more ugly present than there has been.
We did not get the lucky apple off of the tree.
But the Busty Babe says, "Hey, I'm a suck up too," you know. We actually drew some of you this week, right?
Drew some of who?
Busty Babes are we went over some dialogue through this process of releasing Judgment 1 and getting it to 1.5. Trying to get this to focus a little bit. We have learned a lot. There is so much plot that is developing, and our storylines are getting more refined. We are so excited for these next books, and I believe, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Um, it's going to help tell the story the way we originally intended, and
Yes.
it's it's growing so big. The last two books that we did, we ended up with like 12 pages of literal dialogue and pictures that we couldn't get rid of. We had to scrunch that down into 10 so that we can. I mean, you got a cover on one side, and then Wasted Wages is a sponsor for these books because of this awesome cornhole tournament that they're putting on for us, and but it's really taking form. I mean, you guys got anything to add on that? Like, I believe it's really starting to take. Um, the story's
I,
becoming a lot. Go ahead.
I think it's going to put a lot of the base structure and all the storylines that we talked about for, and actually put out a lot of information and what's happening and what's going to happen later on down the road with the future books coming out.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a lot better at our storytelling as well. But yes, I mean, one book by itself, it's almost like it's a trailer, right? It's just a little bit of a preview. We chose to put them out in such short bursts, 12-page books, partially because we can afford, but also old school style. And my son and I have many, many, many of those. Spider-Man, they're 12-page books. They didn't have 20 pages of advertisement. They didn't have multi-million dollar sponsors. And so they were just short books, and you got one, and then a few months later you got another. I mean, I would love to be a big publisher and be able to bounce one out every week, but that's not reality.
Not
And
right now,
I
for sure.
what I'm doing,
Right now.
what I'm getting at is the more these get dropped, the more story that gets to be developed and formed, and they become cohesive together. And it's beautiful.
Yeah. And an accomplishment. I mean, that is one of my my biggest things with this is that this is a feat. We could have done it um, poorly. I saw a really cool. Let me let me show you this. I'm gonna just draw it real quick. And I saw this really cool advertisement, and it was like the backside of a horse, and it was like they had this horse here, and he started doing all of the shading on like different muscles on the back leg, and the it said when my customer wants me to do it cheaper, and so I won't waste too much time on this, but he started putting in the muscles, and he spent a lot more time on it. Like there was a lot of shading and different things, and then it was like when the customer wants something different, and he just went like, there you go. You want cheaper? You just we're done. And so he was just like, yeah, there you go. And so um, the books are coming together really really quickly, but it's not cheap. We're not putting the time into it. The coloring's probably going to take us the longest. We're a little bit behind schedule as far as we've got a little bit of inking to do still. March was supposed to be coloring. April 1st is still our deadline to order so that we can have them here in May, which if we can get them done April 1st, we'll have them at the end of April. And so which is the plan, right?
2 weeks to get them when you place the order.
Right.
And so
So if we can get them by mid-April, we'll still have them here by the 4th. That's what you're saying, right, Mike?
Yeah, and honestly, fourth is important, but I am not, and I don't think any one of us wants to put out a book that's not done,
No.
or 4 books that are done. And so, yes, we have a goal. We are going to get it out, but we are not going to release a book that the books that aren't finished.
Right.
Just to hit our goal.
Right. And that was our goal the whole time. That's why we put some very strict deadlines on it. How's everybody doing? Let's how's
Let's go there. Yes.
how's the Busty Babes doing?
If they're ready for some story.
Yeah.
I actually read. I was talking to one of the guys I was playing cornhole with this weekend up in Nampa, and told him about it and let him read that storyline that you wrote, Mike, and he fell down in tears.
Just the back.
He's like, I don't know who your mom or your aunt is, but that is hilarious because my mom, exact same way.
That's
So
awesome.
He totally got it. And he will also be one of the ones here this weekend to sponsor us.
That's awesome.
And his that's actually another option or a subject I need to talk to you two about later on as well.
Awesome.
So
what was this story? Yeah, could we read that, or is it's appropriate, right? Like, this is my first thing I gotta ask.
Oh, no. A story that Mike wrote for the Busty Babes.
Oh, right.
The night my audio wasn't working, and so my internet wasn't working, so you guys gave me an assignment, and I chimed in and wrote.
Yep.
So, but yes, I don't know if you. I think we read it that night. We got approval on it from the Busty Babes, and I think that was pretty important. Go ahead, Arsenal.
No, you got approval from Busty Babe 1, Busty Babe 2. Back in Oklahoma also approved of it. So I'm trying to see if she's on or not.
And fans, just so you know how weird our partner is, Busty Babes are his mom and aunt. And it's even stranger
I have the best. I have the best family ever. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you can't talk about it, then what fun is it?
Right.
I got to read it, and Walter gets to draw.
Their nephew gets to draw this. The bustedness.
Right. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. Is your aunt from Missouri? Is she coming up for the softball season?
Yes, she is.
Let's go. Let's go.
She'll be here on the. Got my secretary looking at the date.
It's so great. This softball season is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait.
I am so glad I found a new pitcher.
Who? What? What happened?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I found a new pitcher. I'm not getting in front of you guys after this hit track season.
Oh, that's a good point. That gets scary. Who's the pitcher?
Mad Dog.
I forgot. Yeah. We are going to shorten our team down this year. I think we're going to do 2 teams.
Please.
He's like, oh, please.
So we could.
I hear that every year, he says.
Yeah, I've heard that for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
All right. If we got a few locals in, we're 8:15. Do you want to?
June 25th.
What's going on Friday?
June 25th, the other Busty Babe will be here.
Okay, sweet.
So this Friday, at the Best Western Convention Center in Burley, Idaho, we're gonna do. What do you guys think of this first annual cornhole tournament?
I love it. Yeah.
Make an annual deal. Get out, meet with the fans.
Come
right after winter time. A party with us, have fun, hang out, do live sketches. on site. We are looking at trying to get some merchandise set out for pre-orders. Is that what
We
we
do,
agreed on?
yeah. So we went and we created. We have an origin series coming out of T-shirts.
Is there any you can top over to that on your tablet, or would that be too much?
It will be too much. Yeah, good idea, but no, not happening right now. But we've got an Arsenal origin shirt that's made up. Um, I don't know, Walt. Do you want to talk a little bit about? I don't want to do that. Do you want to talk a little bit about your origin story right now?
No, I do not. I
Okay.
don't want to
Yeah, that's. I mean,
that one.
that's going to be a lot of fun. Um, I can say a little bit about it, but so Arsenal was in a platoon that got attacked during a judgment past, and he actually ended up like basically ripping a whole bunch of uh, zombies apart. I mean, he just killed them all with his hands, and so this this shirt is uh, a picture of the aftermath of that. And so he's basically sitting on top of a pile of dynamite and a whole bunch of dead bodies and smoking a cigar and just like contemplating life. And so the image is full um, of regret because he couldn't save his fallen brothers, um, and he is just contemplating on moving forward, which is a little deep and dark, but so is Judgment. Um, we Mike told me that earlier this week. He's like, it is definitely an adult comic book, and so we're looking at putting a rating on it actually because of some of the art that's coming out, and it's not for kiddos. But that's why we have Evan, right? What about your shirt, Mike? What is it? What does that do?
So our shirt, you had drawn two shirts, and I love them both, and I love to still have them as an option. But
Mm-hmm.
as an origin, one says Evic, and then it's got a zoom in on Marty, who's our main character. Not a lot of people think he's Evic. Marty is the the wielder of Evic. That's who the
Yeah.
book's about, experience. But Evic is the armed of AI arm device that he wears that allows him to have certain abilities and knowledge of things, and really makes all the difference. And so Evic is a huge factor in the whole storyline. Um, and so the video or the shirt that we will have for pre-order will have a zoom in on him, and it might have some of his humor. Evic's an AI. I think Jarvis uh,
Iron Man.
from Iron Man. Um, and it hopefully that we're able to master that holographic image that you were working on,
I think it's turning
and
out good. We reviewed the image from our developer or our publisher. I don't know what you want to call him from the factory, and it turned out really good. And so we'll still be able to see it. Uh, it's looking good.
and those will not be here before the date, right? The when we
Yeah, the
order.
plan was for us to wear these jerseys. I've got one that is a lot of line work, which is what you see here without the color for RookeyComics in a whole as a whole, and so just an accumulation of pictures that mostly Judgment. I think I put on Judgment because I was going to be wearing it, and Evic is definitely Mike's baby. Um, and so, but it was just a lot of black line work and some of the pictures that I really like. Some of the not released pictures are on there. A lot of them actually. And
by far my favorite jersey. Yes, sir. I'm not just saying.
I don't know, man. We've got so much
far.
time in this, and it's come so far.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time just, it's going to be a really good day. May is going to be great. Seeing all you guys this weekend is going to be. We've been looking forward to that for a long time, and so
We had some new jump-ons just now. What are you doing, Walter?
So what we're doing today is we're actually looking at a Doctor Doom series, and we're doing just a study on RB Silva. He is one of the artists for the what is the Doom series called there, boss? It's Mike's favorite right now that he's going through. One World Under Doom, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, One World Under Doom. And so we thought today we would just have fun, hang out with you guys, and draw something that's professional. And so if you haven't read this series, go get it. It's in fact, Mike, why don't you talk about it? I actually haven't read it, so I love this art. I found this picture, and I'm like, yeah, buddy.
At the comic book store, and I don't think you're too late to be able to get the beginning of this. It's actually called an event, so it's the One World Under Doom event, and there's multiple tie-ins that are all part of this event. I just started collecting comic books again about a year and a half ago, collective.
I apologize for what's about to happen.
You're getting
my fur babies are going to come alive. I think my wife just got home.
So I have a box at the comic book club and in fact just reached VIP status. I don't know if you hit that or not, Walter. I'm saying hello. And last summer, Marvel came out with a series called Blood Hunt, another event that was vampires had taken over. Well, at the end of that, Doom came in and helped end the chaos, but he also took over because that's Victor Von Doom. And so this is a continuation of that. And it's Doom is unpredictable, and he's always 10 steps ahead. So it's really fun if you have not gotten into it. But the artwork is great, and it's wonderful to. This is just one image out of a book that Walter liked and decided he was going to draw it.
It's really cool. Fun. It's very dynamic. You've got Dr. Doom coming in, riding in on one of his bots, right? And I need to boil it real quick, and I'll take care of that noise. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take care of them. You guys can continue talking about that. Let us know what we need to do to get signed up. I think Walt's going to be posting something on Facebook. I'm going to take care of these fur dogs right now, real quick, and I'll be back.
Go ahead and rehash that again, Arsenal, again.
Will do. All right, so we'll be getting a deal put out on Facebook either tonight or tomorrow for sure. Through Wasted Wages, through RookeyComics, both sides. Wasted Wages has graciously volunteered their time to come in and use their equipment, do this for us. It'll be this Friday, 5:30, Convention Center. It's Best Western in Burley. You will need to download the Scorpio app to sign up for it. It's under RookeyComics fundraiser. currently right now we are sitting at 10 players. The more the better. There will be a cash payout.
Again, can you repeat that? You said Scorholio?
Yes, Scorholio. It's a Scorholio app. You can get it off of any Play Store. Looks, I don't know if anybody can see that or not, but looks just like that. You download it. You can set up your name, username, everything else. It's a great time. Great community. Great group of people that come out and do it for us. That I play with every week. We will have some merchandise set out. It is a $20 buy-in. So, like I said, $20 buy-in. There will be a cash give out at the end for first, second, and third. And then the rest of the proceedings will go towards the comic book for you guys.
If you don't want to play, what?
If you don't want to play, you can come and do. We will have side games. I'll have a side game set up. And we're also going to have a raffle. I can't remember what he said it was, but it is a very big item that a fan of ours is going to donate to us for this to raffle off as well. I wish I could remember what it was, but I want it, so I'm going to be putting in a lot of tickets.
That's awesome.
Toolbox, yes, toolbox. Thank you, Busty Babe number 1. It will be a toolbox kit that he got. I think it's the stack on, if I remember right. So we will have that for raffle.
Like one of the Milwaukee
and
ones?
Then
or whatever? Or look kind of like that?
I think it's a Milwaukee. Yes,
way,
something like that, yeah.
That sounds great.
He's going to donate that up for raffle. Then we'll have some, we're going to do some printed shirts from a local store there in Burley at Fan Zone. Walt?
We will be sporting some. We will not be selling anything today. We definitely pre-orders, stuff like that. We can mail and ship and different things, and so we will have options.
I tell you guys, these shirts that he drew up are awesome. I advertised them up in Nampa. All of them, huge hit.
Good.
For every single one of them. So the art is good, the coloring's good, graphics are great. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be fun. We're going to have so much fun just like visiting with the fans and kind of like I said earlier, like I think we're mostly excited that we're going to be able to I need to change some of this. We're going to be able to like start talking about the storyline soon. I think that's what I'm most excited about. Being able to communicate like and talk about certain things that are like Evic wise. Start being able to like talk about the plot and the different things. I'm real excited about a lot of the stories that we got coming out. Busty Babes and some of the different things that are going to be coming out. So hanging out with you guys, talking about those things is going to be.
Be sure to ask us about JoJo the Brave and Bitter the Inventor. Those are based off of real live characters.
People.
Yeah. We have a special alien creature.
That's
David.
near and dear to your heart.
Yep. He's inspired. We've got some shout outs we're going to do to local businesses that are just going to be hidden Easter eggs in the books that are just going to be fun. And I
have so many kids asking about that already. Like,
how do
you don't even know. Like,
yeah,
they go to these places, they frequent them. Seeing them in the comic book is something that they're really excited about.
No, local. We are local guys that really don't know what we're doing yet, but we're trying, right? We're
Right.
making an effort.
Right.
And getting to be able to just spotlight in just a very simple little Easter egg drop, more local. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's fun writing it in, and it's fun when Walter gets to it in his drawing.
So, guys, well, we got you guys here and our fans watching, and future fans to watch as well. What would you say, as well as a cash payout for first place on each tier, do a giveaway? A free item, free jersey of their choice.
Yeah, we could talk about it. I mean, it's the jerseys are $30, and so 1, 2, and 3. Are you thinking, or just like the first?
It'll be a 2-tier deal, so it'll be 2 jerseys. So there'll be a tier 1, tier 2 kind of deal for the play event. So you have your uppers, lowers, pretty much. So how it pans out.
So are there six ways to win cash at this thing?
Yes. Yeah. So there's so the way it is,
which is pretty standard,
do this.
Right? Like it's
pretty standard. What it is it's a Switch Holio tournament. So there is four round robins that you will play beforehand, which will get your ranking and your seeding, and there'll be a random opponent, a random teammate with you every time.
So you're saying
you play.
You need to airmail the bags, right? So that you get put in the lower stuff. Is that what we do?
If you wanna win, absolutely. If you can do it, go for it. I can't do it.
No,
I can't do it at all.
Yeah, you're ranked right now, right? Well, like this is something you're doing a lot of and full time.
I actually
Ashley's better than you, so no, it's no big deal.
No, I took 6. 6 this weekend, buddy, out of 72. So
let's go. Good job. Yeah. I actually almost called you today to see how it went, and I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to talk to him live about
you're gonna blast me on the live. Yeah, you're gonna blast me on live.
Not blast.
No, it was a very great weekend. If anybody is ever up in the Nampa area, go to Mother Brewing Company.
Okay.
They have a little spot you can go in, sit down. They have games. They're playing Flesh and Blood. They're playing Pokemon, chess. There's a D&D game going on at one point.
Yeah.
And they have very good beer. They have food. They always have a food wagon, taco wagon, something there 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And it's very, very good people, very good bartenders, very good customer service, and I give a shout out to them. I know they're not watching, but they're very hospitable towards us this weekend. We had 22 boards set up, 240 players down there this weekend for a one-day event.
Yeah.
We got there at 7 o'clock yesterday morning, and I did not get out of there till almost midnight.
Holy smokes. Yeah, well, that's what you get for losing. Or, winning, not losing.
Yeah, well, I just don't like to lose.
I like it. I know how that is.
We had players from Butte, Montana. We had some from Oregon, Washington. Butte, Montana actually almost cleaned the table for all tiers for the championship.
Up there, huh? Or bagging.
They are a 6-month-old group that just barely started 6 months ago.
That's awesome.
Started doing the traveling, so they are a good group of guys. I know a few of them from being up in that area. I actually ran into 3 of them that I knew from living in Wyoming and working up there.
Yeah, so, that's cool.
That was kind of fun.
Got to see them.
Which is a lot. Yep. Actually played one. I trying to think of how I knew who he was. He looked familiar, and I just took a shot and threw something out, and oh, hi.
That's awesome.
That was 9 years ago. Yeah.
So we went to St. George this last weekend and ran into some people, kind of the same stuff, and put some good points up the first day, and then we just got sent home lacking. But that's kind of the way it goes. And I know from playing with Wasted Wages before, you, the scoring process is really fair. You'll play people that definitely are in your skill level, and so
Yes.
Walt's
Yep.
definitely going to be playing. So we can't sign up
We
as
are
teams, right?
no. So you
No.
sign up as a single. You sign up as yourself. Then you'll be designated a partner based on. So if you're in the bottom of tier 2, if you're at the very bottom, you're going to get the number 1 player in tier 2.
Yeah.
It makes it fair. So there's a good player at each tier mixed with, and then it works its way down the middle. So
Right.
Well, that's awesome.
um,
You get to help somebody rise up
yep,
or
yes.
you might have the best.
Ashley, the first time my wife, first time she played, she was at the bottom. She got the number 1 guy.
When they took it, right?
I regretted that because I beat him into tier 2 and I bumped up to tier 1 and he was
Oh no.
her partner.
Yeah.
Oh, and they won it. They won it.
This is 5 o'clock at the convention center.
It's 5:30 at the convention center. There will be food. Best Western is
That's
giving
the
us
west
the
side of
space,
Perkins, guys. So you drive around back if you haven't been there.
or you can go
Yeah,
through the front
yeah.
of Perkins. Let's go down the hallway towards the bar that's in there. Go right. Best Western is giving us the room for free, where it's a fundraiser, and they're going to supply or put out a bar for us. They'll have a menu there. Very good food. So they're doing that for us as well.
That's awesome. Shout out to them.
We appreciate all the support from
and
and businesses helping us out.
this tells you all how much I love this sport. I took my wife out, let her play her first time. She won it. Very happy for her. Took my mom out for her first time. Busty Babe took second place in
I was
her
gonna say
tier.
she did pretty good, I think, if I remember right.
She did very good. Yes.
Yeah.
She same scenario, and she took second place for that. I haven't placed at this event for the doubles. I placed in the singles, but just saying, I'm still playing. I still love it.
Right.
And it's a very good, great group of people. Guys, come out, join it. They're a small group, but definitely worth coming and seeing. And they have their merchandise that they might have on sale there as well.
Sure. Support them.
So,
Here's
so
look at it
make
right
plans.
there.
If you're watching this, make plans. Come,
You
computer.
guys see that clearly?
Say hi.
Yeah, that's good.
So this is their first release on their jerseys. They do these jerseys. They do tank tops, sweaters, hoodies, sweatpants, hats. They have all of it. So support them.
That's awesome.
As well.
That's awesome.
So, Walter, if a family's watching this for the first time and they're trying to figure out what you're doing and what they're watching,
yeah,
you want to explain kind of what you do? And I mean, hey, I'm an up and coming. I'm interested in drawing, but I don't know anything about it.
So, I mean, to start out with, you don't have to have like really cool technology. You don't really have to have anything. Just draw a lot. And part of our mantra or our motto is just be raw, be vulnerable, get it out and show it to somebody because that's gonna drive you more than anything. But just practice and don't be afraid to draw bad things. Like right now, I'm drawing something that a professional draws, and I'm not a pro, and so I'm going to be I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to do a whole bunch of different stuff, right? Like so, it's you just got to be willing to draw bad things. I know artists that like literally burn their things. They're great artists, but you'll never see their work. They'll completely um, they'll literally draw
Recycle
it
it.
and and then they'll burn it before anybody can see it, just because they're afraid of anybody judging them and not liking their work. And so you're not better than you are right now, and you're not going to be any better in 5 years from now, unless you practice. And so uh, get out, put some deadlines on some things,
And
get some art out,
that,
and
and that right there, Walt, what you just said is meant to what you've done as our artist,
yeah,
going
and
from the Judgment series to doing what we're doing right now.
absolutely. So I mean, and Rookie Comics is doing. Go ahead, Mike.
We pick on you a little bit, but nobody's harsher on you than yourself, right? When
Oh,
you look back,
absolutely. I know everything that I
some
do
of it,
wrong, and
we compliment you and say you've come a long ways, and
it
from
means
the
nothing to me.
beginning.
Right? There you go. But I'm teaching a class right now. Rookie Comics is doing a class for some homeschoolers, and we're creating some comics, and we're going through everything from how to draft a storyline, character development, what your hero needs, what your villain needs, some elementary stuff, and then we're doing a 10-page comic book. I've got a class of about 8 kids, and they're all doing just awesome. They blow me out of the water. Their imagination and everything that they're doing. Um, we're we're already through the penciling and inking. They're coloring now, and these stories are just awesome. Um, but it's the more you do it, the better you're going to get. The more you do it, the more you're going to learn. And I mean, right now, what I'm doing is, I mean, I'm coloring a dinosaur blue that's more gray, you know, and I just need to layer. I need to layer on the light sources and then come back in and put some shadows in, and he's not gonna look blue anymore. But these there's a learning process. You need to have some of the technical skills, the 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 grammar. You need to know how to communicate to other people, especially in the comic book world. You need to
So you
know. Go
tablet
ahead.
with an iPen to draw a comic book.
You what?
You don't have to have a tablet and an iPad pen
No,
to.
I mean, back in the day, I mean, right now, what you'd have to do in order to produce, you just have to send in your pages, and there's companies out there that will help you, and they'll send you proofs and get you published. But I mean, if we talk about like what comic books used to be, and um, I mean, back in the day, they would take clip notes, and they would find like pieces of art inside of newspapers, and they would cut those out, and they would just tape them to their comics. We went up and spent some time with Bengal Comics recently in Pocatello, and he's got some of these huge books from uh, comic books in past, and they had one of the artists really liked to use the Statue of Liberty, and it was literally a newspaper clipping out of newspaper that he used over and over and over again. And so um, we don't have to have the tablet and all of the fancy things. Um, we just have to learn your style and what you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to create um, digital art on websites, yeah, you're going to need some technology to do it. A lot of people are doing uh, digital comic books, and they just release like small little books, 5-6 pages, but they do it weekly. And so yeah, if you're gonna run a series like that, you're gonna need some actual some digital backgrounds. If you're gonna do that, the iPad Pro is definitely where I would start in that adventure, in that journey. Um, but I'm gonna get that off there. Sorry.
You just use Procreate,
I
right?
use Procreate. But I got the iPad Pro, and I downloaded Procreate on it, and we started going for that direction. I use two different
And then
programs. I
we,
use Adobe for any vectorizing. So any images that we need, like blown up into bigger sources, um, we use that program, and then we use an online program to make our books. They tell us how we need to have the imagery, and we go that direction. Did we lose Arsenal? Yeah, he just muted himself. Okay. Um, I use Procreate, and I've spent lots of time in on this program. It's a great program. I think it's $8 now. I'm grandfathered in. When I got it, it was free, but it's a great program. It's easy to learn. Cool tools. The pen it's touch sensitive, so if I like start lightly here and I push down on it, it'll get bigger. Oh, I'm on a paintbrush, so that's not gonna work right now, but um, it's a lot of fun. Um, what we're doing with the kids is we're doing it on paper, and we do the penciling process. They ink over top of it. We erase the pencil afterwards, and then we're coloring it now. You can download that. Um, you can put it into any program, anybody that's doing self-published comic books right now, and it'll they'll take care of you. But so like right now, what I'm doing is I'm just adding lighting in. Um, Light sources
it's a
definitely coming
process,
from this
man.
direction. You what?
It's an amazing process from when you. I mean, you had drawn it when we were still setting up before anybody hopped on, and then you were almost done inking before anybody got on. But it just the coloring process. This picture's taking some amazing development, and it is fun. So we wanted to share it. I mean, after my first book, watching you do it from scratch with Evic, I was so excited that you wanted to do this. And at first, I didn't understand what the heck you were talking about when you wanted to go live. Just sounds like one more thing to do. But I'm so glad to have that, be able to watch that process.
I don't know if I like that gray.
And
Just kill
I
that.
know that there are some. I know several fans that through watching you, it's inspired them to try a little different techniques out on their drawing.
Well, I don't know if
Whether
anybody
it was
knows this, but like Mike and I met at. I mean, Walt and I obviously know each other, right? We're family, but like Mike, we met um, at a book signing. Like he was looking at our book. We know each other from our past for sure. We all hung out when we were younger, but he was like, I think I could do this. I've got ideas for stories. I wrote a lot when I was younger. I really enjoy it. And I think that's one of the things that we don't have a lot of as grown-ups is we don't have a lot of, of things that we do just for us that we share with other people. And it's inspiring, right? Like you can inspire others to um, chase
I mean,
dreams
our
and
ability for bad is such a big thing, and being able to influence people positively. And I've had both in my life. People that said, that want to criticize your writing, criticize your drawing,
sure.
and that's them. That's the type of people they are. You're born with that, right? No, you're not.
And they're not going to change, so don't let it
You're
influence
raised.
you.
Yeah, so don't own that. But put it out there. I mean, I loved and won competitions in elementary school for my creative writing. And I got to middle school and got made fun of on it and by a teacher, and I was done. And took me 30 years to and talking to you and reading your book to go, hey, and I'm not downing on his book, but honestly, I was inspired by the fact that it wasn't perfect,
Right.
that it had flaws,
Right.
and I thought I can contribute, I can do this,
Right.
and so I love the fact that it wasn't. I mean, we've talked to guys that took 8 years to put out their first book, right?
It was a long
Walter,
time. We've got people that are writing their sequels, and it's taken
there's nothing wrong,
years. No, there's nothing wrong with it.
but just putting yourself out there, being willing to be vulnerable, and yeah, be judged. It's okay. You're only going to grow.
See that right there? See, I did something. I hate it. We're getting rid of it. Boom. Glad it's not ink.
Yeah, it changed the image up, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
It's too
exactly.
dirt.
It was just too.
But it's funny sometimes when he's coloring our books or drawing, I'm sitting there and I have to just shut my mouth and let him work through the process because first thing you want to do is go, whoa, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Sometimes it
You gotta
works.
wait
And
for at least
sometimes
5 more minutes. You gotta wait for 5 minutes when he's doing something because sometimes they'll twist and they're like, oh, that's great, or other times, yeah, no, go back, stop.
And you need people in your life like that. Like, it's not just comic books. I need people in my life being like, dude, what are you doing? You know, the ones that see you doing something, they're like, maybe I'll wait a little bit, but I don't know that this is what he wants to do, you know? And then we need people that'll tell us, it's like, yeah, you need to try harder, or you're better than that. And
So I want our fans to do me a favor. Fans to come in and say you want Walt and you want Evic to play this weekend.
I'm working on it.
Be raw,
I think,
be raw, be vulnerable. Get out there, mingle.
yeah, I want to I want to hang out with people. I don't know if I just want to play the whole time. I guess it's just so fast. The one I went to, it was really fast. Like it was like play, 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 play. But
I'd like to try it out in a different setting, but in this setting, I'd like to make sure that those that come to support our fans, we can talk about the book and we can support them on that end. And so we do got to break it up,
right.
and do that. I mean, the last couple events that we've done, they're so fun.
I love it. I love it. We're about 7 minutes in.
6 minutes left.
Yeah. Or 6 minutes left. Yeah. I'm like, we're 7 minutes in. We got all the time in the world.
Yeah.
Thank you, fans, for bearing with us. I know a lot of times you get on here and we've got some technical difficulties. Or you follow through, you get to see a fun process that he's worked on. You probably don't even get to see the finished product.
I need to do better releasing that, like finish this thing out.
But so if you've watched a previous video and there's something that you wanted to see finished, give us a shout out. Because it is hard for us to keep track of that and to know what you want. Because we are pushing for a deadline to give you guys what you want. When we released the first couple books, people said, please don't make us wait a year for the next book and another year for the next book. And
right.
Or we got feedback, these are so short, you better be releasing them more often. So we're trying to deliver that, guys. We want this story out yesterday. Walter just can't work that fast.
Well, and there's part of the reason why we're not doing something, right?
Which I've seen your desk. I've seen all the sketches you have. He is 24 hours on this, guys. Okay, sending me pictures. Last some sick, turning it up,
Yeah,
and he's sending me pictures. 2 o'clock in the morning, sending Mike and I pictures.
that literally happened. Yeah.
More than
Yes.
that literally happened for sure.
And that's what we want to do for you guys. We want to be able to make sure we can actually get this out for you guys, so you guys can have these books sooner, enjoy them sooner, and we want to keep it coming for you guys. But we can't do it without you guys, for sure. Support is amazing. We have an amazing support group, between our family, friends, and everybody else that's on here.
Yes, we do.
wow, that color really made things pop, even if you're not keeping it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do some back stuff like this. There's a sun back here, and I'm trying to make as much as I can before the end of this stream. And I don't have like his body done or anything like that, so that's all right. But no, Silva does a great job in using lots of different shapes and colors. This inside here is I'm gonna like that better, I think, in the background.
So, do you have the original that you put that side by side to, Walt?
I do. I don't know that I can get it on the stream though. I might.
It's on.
I might be able to add the image.
If you're going off a book or...
This is actually all. I looked at the image once. This is all him just going from his head.
Yeah. I drew the.
In that case, my hat's off to you, sir.
Need to be up here. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. So yeah, he has. I mean, there's a lot of magic and different things going on with Doom and his bots, and so this is all like a light source, and then this is remnants of said light source.
So Friday night, come out and see us. 5:30 at Best Western in the Convention Center. Get on and sign up to play cornhole. But even more important, just get there. Just come see us.
For those that weren't here before, if you want to play, it's a Scoreholio app. It's actually it's a neat app. You can do any sport off of it. Of course, when you register, you put it under cornhole. Then look for the tournaments coming up. Under Find a Tournament, it'll be under RookeyComics Razor. They're done by Wasted Wages, which is a local group out of Burley, ran by Terry and Alexis Aldrich and Brian. Run it, and they are graciously giving us their equipment and everything else to do that for us.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And a big shout out to Alexis. She's my partner for the teams we played this weekend. She played awesome. She carried me.
I don't know about that.
Huge shout out to her.
You do good, but that's awesome.
No, she cared. No.
You're like, no, she cared.
Walter Lindsay.
There towards the end.
Walter Lindsay says it's awesome to see what you can do in just an hour. It came to life.
Yeah, it's.
And
I'm getting better.
Uncle Nerdy said, "Keep up the good, amazing work."
Attaboy, Uncle Nerdy, I love it.
Uncle Nerdy.
Is there a story
Busty
behind
babe.
I don't know exactly why he's got Uncle Nerdy, other than I know him personally. He's my best childhood friend.
Gotcha.
And he's an amazing nerd. So
Awesome.
I'll own that. Right? It's just like what we're doing, guys. Keeping it raw, keeping it vulnerable, and earning that.
Yeah.
Or owning it.
I love it. They always said nerds would inherit the earth, and they're exactly right.
Well, and if we don't inherit it, we're going to create our own. I mean,
That's
we're
right.
creating our own world in 2 different comic books, people.
It is a lot of fun. We are actually contemplating on um, putting the Busty Babes in a multiverse, but I don't know if we've got the dialogue for that. I ran into a stump yesterday when I was doing some writing, but very excited about. I don't know if I should say I'm excited about Conquer taking over Earth and developing that way, but I am.
Yeah. So earlier we were talking about Easter eggs. Can I go give a short description on what to look for in these next books? So we're going to do that?
Yeah, let's do it real quick. In closing.
So the next book's coming. I'm not going to tell you what the image is, but there will be an Easter egg and both series of books coming out in Evic and Judgment. There will be an Easter egg of one character coming into both of these books.
He's hidden.
Whoever finds it.
Oh, I already gave away his gender.
It's going to be hidden.
Yeah.
They are hidden. He or she is hidden.
I already ruined it.
So hidden.
Him, they. Yes. There will be a hidden Easter egg. Whoever finds it and either comes to us on the live or on Facebook and finds it after the release, there will be a prize for you.
Yes. So, I need to get above my range here.
And we are out of time. Friends.
Yep, we will respect your time. Thank you so much for watching. I have a hard time putting my pen down sometimes. So
just got a message from Alexis Aldrich. She loves watching it. She's watching it right now. Chopped on her the shout out from me. She's very excited for Friday. Guys, come out. Like, seriously, I can't say this enough. This is a great group of people. And they're from all over. We have guys come from Pocatello. Walt's played with them a couple times. We're going to have a couple of ours.
My first cornhole tournament I went to with Wasted Wages. Like, I can't stress to you how good of a job they do. But I got an owner as a partner. It was awesome. And I went as a birthday party, and Kyle, I don't know if he's watching or not, but he was out real quick. Man. We got second. So I mean, we put up a show. So hope to.
It's a very good group of people. We have people come from all over and play with us. We're looking at having some from Pocatello, Idaho Falls, Boise. Some guys might come down. So come, sit with us, talk with us, meet them. Very great group of people. That's that fun. Stay raw, stay vulnerable.
Support local. We appreciate it, guys.
Yep, there's a lot. There's a lot of locals for sure. Busty Babe, very outside of her comfort zone. She played, and she won it. Her took second, but still won. She still got money.
Yeah, that's great.
Now you're doing a process show, right?
Yeah, I'm just throwing the process here.
Yeah.
And so.
Again, there will be merchandise for pre-order from us.
2 hours later.
Yeah, come out Thursdays. Wasted Wages will be there. I'll have Jake's food. Have a good time.
Absolutely. So we will sign off. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us, and we will see you Friday. Bye now.
You guys are our favorite people. Stay raw, stay vulnerable.